All right, class, let's talk about graphing by intercepts. The very first thing I want you to do is write your name on your paper, please. When you graph by intercepts, it's a different way than graphing in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. What I would like for you to do is just get slope-intercept form out of your head for a moment. That's when we are solving for y. We're isolating the variable for y, which is my golden child. We're going to use that most often, but if I ask you to graph by intercepts, then you're going to do exactly what intercepts do, and that's plug in a 0 for the other variable. So the very first thing is I want to make for sure you understand that x-intercepts means that y equals 0. So write that down somewhere on your page and put a star by it. And then opposite of that, y-intercepts means that x equals 0. Okay, so just a review tidbit. All right. So how I graph in intercepts is, number one, the equation must be in standard form. Equation must be in standard form. Ax plus by equals c. If it's not in standard form, you must put it in there before you can solve by intercepts. Number two, excuse me, cover up the blank term and solve for blank. This is called the x-intercept. So I am covering up the y term and I am solving for x, right? I'm looking for a x equals something. This is the x-intercept. Number three, I'm covering up the x term and solving for y, which is y equals. This is called the y-intercept. So x equals and y equals. Right? Once I do that, then I am going to plot both of those intercepts and connect. So all other lines have to have 3 or more points for the line. When I am graphing by intercepts, I will only have 2 points. Let's try a couple. Number 1, 3x minus 2y equals negative 6. This is in standard form, ax plus by equals c. So x and the y term on the left side. My constant c is on the right side. So it is in standard form. So number 1, check. Then number 2 says cover up the y term. So I'm going to put my finger over the y term. Right? And then I am going to solve for x. So I'm going to rewrite this without with the y term, essentially. So 3x equals negative 6. And this is trying to find the x-intercept. So I'm going to label it so we won't get confused. I covered up the y, or plug 0 in for the y. Either or, same thing. 3x equals negative 6, divide by 3, which cancels on the left side. And I get x equals negative 2. Okay, when I get x equals negative 2, my x is negative 2, but for the intercept, the y, x-intercept, the y is 0. And so that's my first plot. Negative 2 and 0 is my x-intercept. Okay, for my y-intercept, I'm going to do the very opposite. I am going to cover up the x term, right, or plug in 0 for x, which cancels it, same thing. And then I'm going to solve for y. Negative 2y equals negative 6 is what I'm left with. I am going to divide by my coefficient in front of y, which is negative 2. And y equals positive 3, which is my y-intercept. So 3 is my y value. When I have a y-intercept, x is always 0. So I will plot that point. 1, 2, 3. And this is the line for this equation, graphing by intercepts. We'll do one more example. Let's do number 6. Let's do number 6. For x-intercept, I'm going to put my finger over the y term and then solve. So I have 9x equals 45. 9 is what I'm dividing by. So x is equal to 5. which means that the point is 5 and 0 because x-intercept means y is 0. Y-intercept, put my hand over the x term, 15y equals 45 is what I'm left with. Divide by my coefficient in front of y. So y is equal to 3. Okay, and so 3 is my y value. My x value is 0 because it's a y-intercept. I'm going to plot those, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes here. 1, 2, 3. That goes here. And this is my line graphing by intercepts. Hope that you enjoyed this video and it's helpful to you. Have a great day.